Okay. We are live. Saying waiting for me, but I am live. Okay. Oh, hi Daphne, can you hear me? Oh, can you pick it up, please? It's obviously been whatchamacallited off when my stand went over. Hey Sandy, hi Anna Karen. Thanks for letting me know. How are we all doing this evening? Thanks, chicken. I was wondering where that was. Oh dear, excuse me. Hi Cheryl. Hi Sharon. Aussie Craft, Mum. I think you're fairly new. I've not seen you comment before unless you've been commenting under a different name. So hi there. How are we all doing this evening? Are we good? Hey Susan. Hope you're all doing well. Wednesday, chucking it down here, absolutely bucketing it down with rain outside. I'm glad I'm indoors. Hey Patsy. Oh, that didn't work very well, did it? So come out. Yeah, same there, is it? Oh dear, yeah. It only started really sort of quite badly an hour or so ago. Just what we don't want, isn't it? Finally got a chance to hop on. So Susan been a busy couple of weeks. Yeah, no worries at all. These things happen. It's getting ready for Christmas season, isn't it? So everybody's busier than usual at the moment. How was my first day back? Well, people were glad to see me, which is very nice. But technology problems made it very frustrating. So it was a bit of both, bit of a double-edged sword. But yeah, I was like, well, you know, I don't drink, but pass me the wine. And is it 5 o'clock yet? You know, in fairly rapid succession. But there we go. Hey, Ebony. How are you? Good to see you. Catherine's coming in from Facebook. She's busy working on Fergus. Hey, Kay. Just having a look at Catherine. Yeah, working on Fergus. Just gone to 30%, hopefully moving the hoop soon to work on a third pass later tonight. Way to go, Catherine. Fantastic. Anna Karen, it's freezing here, but as long as I don't have to go outside, it's fine. Yep. Ebony, not bad, boys are away for football, so uninterrupted stitchy time. Yay. I'm not so bad, thank you, not so bad. It's been like a bit of a baptism of fire going back to work today. You know, I think I had about 30 emails. That wasn't so bad, but there was a whole string of them that weren't even for me. They got the wrong Nicola Smith. So, you know, well, it is what it is. Ebony's working on a Disney cross stitch. Great. Not Ebony. Apologies. Cheryl working on a Disney cross stitch. I'll get this right soon. Hey, Leslie. I've seen your post. We have got a ding, 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 ding later on the whips thread. We have a finish. Hey, Katinka. Yes, I am on a face again. This is, her eye is just here. So we've got sort of a cheekbone here. I've done, let me just move the camera over, Patsy. I've done a little bit of the nose here. As you can see, she's got a bit of nostril. It looks like she's got a bit of a habit there because of the white splotch. But there we go. Let's just move her up a wee touch. There you go. Hey, Celia. Hi, Adria. Patsy's still working on the craft room. Great stuff. Right. So, yeah, I've got another big patch of 712 coming up, which is all in this bit underneath where my minder is. And I've got to order some 712. So that is a job for the next day or so. Anybody know anywhere where DMC is going cheap at the moment? Anybody got any sales? Anybody know any UK DMC sellers with sales on? Yep, she certainly is, Patsy. I'm just, you know, I really want her finished now. I just can't wait to see her done. I think it gets to a point after you've stitched on something for a while and then you start to see the progression when I'm doing like this focus on a finish. It just seems to be a flowing at the moment and I'm just now itching to see her finished. Threads for you. Thank you. I will be having a look later. Is that via Facebook or has she got a website? She's got, if it's via Facebook, pop a link in group for me and I'll pick it up from there. But yeah, I need some skeins of DMC. Okay. Hey, Yvonne. Speaking of Facebook, blimey, you all like our next year thread, don't you? Let's not tell you what you need to do. Let you pick your target. Blimey, you've all had some wonderful ideas. It's been fantastic. Oh, she's got a website. Great stuff. Thanks, Sharon. And Kay, I will have a look. So, yeah, you all love that thread. It's been really entertaining reading all the comments and the different ways in which you guys are going to achieve your own personal aim without feeling under any sort of pressure or obligation to do so. It's been fantastic to read them all. And of course, you know, you're in for a chance of winning something. There we go. Some lovely, varied stuff. Hey there, Joyce. How are you doing? We will cheer everyone on, won't we? Yes, I will get the pom-poms out. We shall cheerlead. Might even get Andy to pom-pom with me. What do you say, love?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Right, there you go. Andy is with me at the moment. He was reading the thread too. It was lovely. Hey, Gail. So, yeah, it's really, really nice how you've all come up with something that that for yourselves is, fingers crossed, nice and achievable. But hey, if you don't make it, you don't make it. No harm, no foul. Lauren is also in the room.
Yellow.
Busy working, well, typing away and doing TikTok, I suppose, or something. Meh.
Just doing my own thing.
Oh, doing your own thing, right? Okay, okay. Hannah's in as well, but she's upstairs. Bit of a cough, kid.
Yeah.
I think we've got some cough medicine top at fridge. It might be that tastes disgusting though. Patsy says hello, Lauren. Big thumbs up from Lauren there. You got to get over it, kiddie. You can't be poorly for Christmas.
I know.
Your thumbs up. Also liked reading the 2025 aims. Yeah, they were lovely, weren't they, Joyce? Some of them. Well, I say some of them. They were all lovely. They were all different, and which is just so nice. It just shows you how diverse we all are as a group of stitchers. You know, and then we had some things about work-life balance. We had some things about pacing ourselves. We had some things about making some finishes, getting to a certain point. You know, and it was just great to read. Really enjoyed reading it over the last day or so. Yes, my new fridge freezer arrived yesterday. It was the last thing to complete my kitchen after having the new kitchen earlier on in the year. And it's a dark silver, like a, what kind of silver would you call it? Could you call it like a pewter colour?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Andy was, I think you were a bit reserved at first as to, do we quite need one so big, weren't you, love?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's here. Oh my God, Andy's absolutely in love with it. And it's taller than me, and one side is fridge, one side is freezer, and the girls have a shelf to share to put their stuff on. Because what had happened is that they'd go to the supermarket and they'd buy themselves some bits and pieces, and in our little old under-counter fridge, it'd get lost or whatever, and forgotten about. But in this big fridge freezer, there's no excuse for that. So yeah, and I always planned to buy it in a sale later on in the year. But obviously Black Friday sales were perfect, because the one I wanted was about the one I initially looked at was about £500. And then in the Black Friday sale, I think it had something ridiculous, like about £30 off or something like that. And I'm like, well, that's not much of a saving. And then the next listing along was the one that I've ended up getting. It's a better brand, and it had like £250 off. It should have been like £750. I was like, fabulous. Couldn't check out quick enough. So, you know, I got like a lot of fridge freezer for the same money as what I was going to buy for a sort of a standard own brand type of one. And yeah, and everybody loves it. So since I decided to work from my master set, says Patsy, I decided to debit all the ones I'd kitted and put them all in the one place. And I can't believe how many skeins I've got. I can't believe how many skeins that I won't be buying. I was buying that I don't need. Yes, that happens quite a lot. When I used to buy skeins, that's what had happened to me before I got my cones. You know, I'd find out I'd have like, 8 skeins of ecru and, one of 3799 or something daft like that, Hey, Rosemary, how are you doing this evening? So what's everybody working on tonight? I know I've got a few posts on my thread, which I will be having a look at in about half an hour. So if you haven't put a picture on, now is your time. But what's everybody working on? She sleeps for me at 71.65%. So I'm fast heading towards that reserved 75% that I set myself. So Patsy won't be buying any for a while. Yeah. Okay. Adria is still seeing stripes on this tiger family of the jungle. Story keep the Last Supper Haid for Sandy, 25.89%. Hey, quarter of the way there. Brilliant. She Sleeps looks fantastic. Yes, she certainly does, girl. I'm loving her. Absolutely loving her. I was saying earlier on before you joined, you know, I think, you know, because I stitched such a lot on her, and the more that comes out, the more of the features and things that come out, the more I just want to stitch on her and crack on. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I think that's the thing, when you focus on a finish, you can see it coming out that little bit quicker. It kind of spurs you on. Patsy's on the craft room, 2.5%. I'm assuming that's 2.5. Anna Karen Cosmic Marble Supersized Max Colour, 4.05%. Celia, 91% on Astrology Cat 2024 Haid Sal. Great stuff, Celia. Not be long and not be done. Kay is working on Scotland Quaker flag, closing in. Oh, excuse me. Closing in on 15%. Susan is working still on Stitching Shelf. I do have 3.5 Christmas stockings done out of 44 for next Christmas. Brilliant. Katinka's working on her Christmas stocking. Hopefully finish the French knots tonight. Great stuff. Oh, excuse me. Josephine Wall, The Rich Tapestry of Life, supersized max colour for Yvonne. And James Bond's 18.61% for Sharon. Cool, cool. How are you doing with your training for next year, Sharon? 1,369 stitches a day. I worked out what Andy is looking at, Crow Stitcher, because she wants to get to 600,000. It's over 1,600 stitches a day. That's a lot. Now, I can do 1,600 on a day when I haven't got work. But, you know, that is a lot. I can do 2,000 on a day when I haven't got work. But, you know, to do that sort of relentlessly over the year is an awful lot. Mind you, we're on the crazy train with the almost 1,400, aren't we? Be fun to see. Slow, I'm taking the tortoise and hare approach. Right, cool. Okay. You know, that's been a bit like me this year, because really sort of since August, I've kind of ramped up how much I stitch. I seem to be doing a lot more in the later half of the year. I was averaging about 900 stitches a day back in August. And of course now I think I'm averaging about 1,040 a day. Yeah, 600,000 would really be beyond me too. I mean, especially since obviously I'm working as well. I mean, 40 hours at work. Then obviously I've got my stitching time. But, you know, you've got to do other things as well. I mean, you know, got to sleep. I had the regular She Sleeps on my wish list, but I removed it. The regular cannot compare to the beauty of the Max Colour, but I don't think I'd like to do a Max Colour. Struggling on a Stitching Time supersize Max Colour. So this one is the regular size Max Colour, and it's 150,000 stitches. But obviously it's a lot of colours. I presume that this standard one would have like 90 colours in it. Ebony's doing the standard one. But yeah, I understand exactly where you're coming from, Joyce. I think supersized Max Colour for this kind of piece really, really does do it justice. Because you can see the beauty and the features and stuff. And, you know, with things like the these berries, they're just so you could almost pluck them, you could almost pick them. It's just hyper realistic, and I think that's probably because these have got so much confetti in them, you know, they're just amazing. Shannon says, my hands are really playing up at the moment, seeing the doctors next week, so hopefully they'll be able to resolve it. Is it your wrists, or is it, you know, the actual mechanics of your hands, Shannon? I'm just wondering if you might have got to touch a carpal tunnel or something. But that's certainly concerning, and seeing the doctor is definitely the best thing you can do. I'm off to the doctors myself tomorrow. Shall we say, a small issue. We're sitting comfortably. Just enjoy your stitching on the She Sleeps. Yeah, I think, like I said, the Max Colour definitely does it justice. It gives her the beauty that she deserves. I always wonder, you know, if the artists see some of this stitching, you know, some of the, you know, perhaps the lesser known artists actually see this stitching, because when I post this on Instagram, I always do a hashtag for Stephanie Poyman Law. But I might see if she's actually got an Instagram account and tag her in it. My actual fingers, I think I have carpal tunnel. I'm using sprints, but it's not resolving it. It's a side effect of the meds. Ah, right, I see. I thought I had carpal tunnel a few years ago, because I would wake up in the night and from my elbows to my fingertips would be numb on both hands, which is obviously a little concerning. And I went to the doctors about it, and they referred me to a physiotherapist. But it turns out I was just fat. What I'd actually got was, because of the fatty tissue, I got fatty tissue that was actually crushing the nerves that come from my spinal column into my arms. So it was because I was fat. You all right?
Yeah. Got milk.
So yeah, losing weight definitely helped mine. Along with all my other joints, I feel about 90. The threads from my head saw were dispatched today. Should be with me by Friday, so I have around 3 weeks to organise them. That's great, Kay. I'm not fat yet, but given that I'm gaining about a pound a week on these meds, I hate to think what size I'll be at the end. Nothing that can't be resolved there, Sharon.
Eating your Rocky Road thing.
Didn't know that.
You did, lunch, did you?
No.
I did. I said you got a pudding in the kitchen.
No. I don't know where anyone.
Well,
I'll show
you must have had your headphones in then, because I did tell you. You and Hannah have both got one.
These were unreduced.
Thank you.
Oh my days, goodness gravy. Shall I be back in office? I haven't been in office, I've been in my chair. It's been really funny actually, because I haven't been sat in my chair for like nearly a fortnight, and it's a hard chair. But you know, I actually felt better for sitting on that chair today. Only 5 years to go. Don't mind putting on weight if I'm eating, but hardly eating anything at the moment. Ah, bless you. Do the meds make you feel rough, Sharon? You have to let me know how that rocky road is, Lauren.
Find your way in.
You might want a plate as well. Can you just grab her a plate, sweetheart?
Keep this 'cause I might not eat it.
Morning sickness and upset stomach, oh dear. Well, I would hope that would sort of settle down, but I wouldn't know if I'm honest with you, Sharon, but I do hope it does settle down for you. There's nothing more unpleasant than morning sickness. Had it with all three of the sproggaroos here. They give you an A5 book on all the side effects. Christ. A bit of bedtime reading then. Put my Christmas tree up this week. Well, Anna and Lauren put the Christmas tree up.
Well,
Mainly Lauren.
Hannah assembled it. I decorated.
You decorated, yeah.
Because Hannah decided she did not want to spread the baubles out.
Yeah, there was a little coming together.
And then, because Hannah didn't like the way that she decorated her little tree in her room,
You fixed that.
she got me to come up and fix it. Because she knows that I'm much better at decorating.
Ah, well, that's good. Anna Karen, about a 32 count 1/1 tent asked about the other day. I found the floss tube you mentioned. Great stuff. That's Lindsay, isn't it? The Elvin Stitchery. She put out another floss tube this week. And she does work on 32. Coverage looks okay. Brilliant. Yeah, I noticed that she's back on floss tube. So yeah, Lindsay at the Elvin Stitchery. Do check her out if you're not following her already. I can get anti-sickness tablets, but trying to get through it. And Gail, anti-sickness wristbands are great for the morning sickness element. Yes, I had some anti-sickness wristbands in pregnancy. And they were quite good. You have to be in exactly the right place. Yeah, Anna, I think you're quite right. Obviously, it's ultimately Sharon's choice, but yeah, don't suffer, Sharon. Why suffer if you don't have to? You know. Bless you. Are you stubborn? Yeah. I hear you. I think we're all a little stubborn in our own way, aren't we? Hi, Enid. How you doing this evening? I wonder if I think I might have got another berry coming in here. Have a look. Mock up. No, fat fingers. Yes, this is another berry that's coming in. Okay, and yourself? Yeah, not so bad. First day back at work today, so yeah, it was quite good. One or two IT issues, but you know, they were glad to see me back. I think that's what I have to hold on to, isn't it? Getting things sorted out for February next year as well. Had a chat with my manager today and said, look, this is happening. This is what I've done. And she's like, yeah, leave it with me. Great stuff. I should bad acne. Should have known really, because I can see symbols for black and 939. I think it's 939.
939 near enough is black.
Yeah.
It's a very dark blue.
Yes, I get it, but those tablets help me lessen side effects, could keep my breakfast down. Yeah. Yeah, she is very beautiful, isn't she, Leslie? Close to that finish I get, the more I'm appreciating it. There's no way it'll be finished this year. Definitely not. Good afternoon here. So I've been doing a little tidying up on the back porch. I'm not going outside at all at the minute. It's chucking it down here. Again.
They're not coming from that fridge then?
I don't think so. Okay. Oh, I got. I did say that I was going to tell you guys about this, and I forgot. You remember how we were talking about Andy's Christmas present? I'm like, yeah, I need some boots. And Andy's like, well, you also need a cross stitch kit. Not that I really need one.
Wash your mouth out with soap. You always need a cross stitch kit. You can never have. You can never have too many cross stitch kits.
Ladies never discuss the size of their stash. So yeah, you know, you guys will remember the conversation that we had. Do I cross stitch kits or a pair of boots? Well, I got both, because I'm pretty sure if you've seen my floss tube, you'll know I've got a Colin Thompson Gecko Rouge ordered. And I was wanting to tell you about this the other day, and of course I forgot. And on the way home from Christmas markets on Saturday, we were on the bus, me and Hannah and Lauren. And I'm on a group on Facebook called Extreme Coupon and Bargains UK or something like that.
Extreme Coupon and Bargains UK.
Yeah, that's it. And somebody made a post that New Look had got a big winter sale on, like Black Friday type jobby. And they got a pair of boots that should have been £43, something like that. And I got them for 13 in my size, wide fitting, and they're absolutely brilliant. So I have boots as well.
Boots.
You can never have too many boots. I love my Doc Martens, have a few pairs. Lauren's got Docs for Christmas. We knew you would. Stash acquired beyond life expectancy is real. Yeah. Hey, Ashley. Sharon's, I'm on that group bargain. Yes, they are like a tan leather and they're like a Rockport style boot with the high back ankle support, and they've got a zip up the inside and a lace up the front. So I was thrilled to bits with those. I saw them. I'm on the bus on Saturday and I couldn't put my card, bless her, couldn't put my card details in quick enough. I was like, I'm having them. So yeah, so I've got both. And they'll look fine with my leggings. They'll look fine with jeans. They'll even look fine with a skirt and thick tights. So yeah, I'm set up, and I've tried them on. I give them a bit of a road test with some standard thickness socks, and I can get away with either 2 pairs of socks or a thicker pair of socks because there's still plenty of toe wiggly room. Because I'm a wide fitting, but they don't look particularly wide, and I don't think they are particularly wide. But choosing the wide fitting was the good option. So yeah, 12 quid instead of 43, 12.99 instead of 42.99. So that is a saving of 30 of your English pounds.
You lost £30 this month.
I gained £30 this month.
For those who don't know what that's a reference to,
My £600
where
life.
have you been living?
Yeah, I do like watching my £600 life. Keeps me motivated.
Dr. Now.
Yep. How y'all doing? I love Dr. Now.
He's brutal, but he's funny with it.
Yep. It's like, you know, pizza is not a part of your diet. There's no protein in mashed potato. Really? You're telling me you gained 60 pounds of water? You have to tell me another one, because that one's been tried before. And a million other quotes of his. But yeah, my £600 life keeps me on the straight and narrow. I think when you're like me and have had sort of weight issues for the majority of your life, you know, I recognize that I'm a food addict, and I have to remind myself that I am an addict, and food is not something that you can just give up completely. You know, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs are all habits. Cross stitch is a habit. I could give this up if I was really, really pushed, but you wouldn't want to be within 50 yards of me. Wouldn't want to be within 50 miles of me. But food, obviously, we've still got to eat, and I'm slowly learning about, you know, listen. How do I listen to my body? Do I listen to the devil or the angel? And it's very much like that. Have you tried that rocky road, Lauren?
I can't even get the bloody thing open.
Well, do you want me to open it? Fetch tea and let me open it. Oh my days. What's on? Is it on a little tray? Yeah, it's on a little tray and everything. It's actually cut into slices as well. Got it? There you go. Enjoy, kiddo. Oh, that was good. Been working on Night Cafe today. Stitch with me with it. There's some chat that'll be out at the weekend. Looking forward to getting some stitching miles on that next year and bring it closer to the finish line. It'll be nice. Come on, out you come, thread. We're having a look at your works of art on the live stream thread in a few minutes' time. Final warning. Anybody else want to stick a picture on there? Now's chance. Is that curry made your nose water, dear?
Yeah, but I'm done now, so it's not going to be a massive problem.
Morning, Laura.
Morning.
Yeah, Laura's in New Zealand.
Oh, yes.
How are you doing today? Are you all right?
Hey, Andy.
Hello.
You know Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how many minutes this year I've listened to music on Spotify?
Oh,
Every day.
every day, aren't you?
Do you want to know how many minutes?
Go on.
22,185.
What's that in hours?
Divide it by 60.
$369 and 75 minutes.
369 hours.
Right, what's that in days?
Divide it by 24.
It's still decimal.
Go on.
Go on.
15.40625.
So 15, almost 15 and a half continuous days you listen to Spotify. Just heading home now. Right, okie dokie.
My Spotify rap's easy, Lauren. Have a guess how many hours I have?
Probably about 0.
Correct.
What's your new floss tube with the dopamine stitches? She mentioned me. Yes, Natasha, she's in the group. She popped a link in there, and there's another new floss tuber that I watched. I can't remember who it is. I know Andy as well, Crow Stitches. She gave me a shout out as well this week. It's nice when that happens. And she's got some really lovely projects, hasn't she, Natasha? And I like how, she's got some in one part of the country and some in the other. So, and a project that travels between. That's quite fun. I'm totally enjoying stitching this piece. I think I'll try to do 5% on each piece before I go on to my next one in my rotation. Sounds like a plan there, Patsy. At least you're getting your money's worth, Lauren. Yes. On Spotify, you're getting your money's worth, aren't you? 15 full days worth of listening.
I mean, I've got a mod for Spotify Premium anyways that lets me skip as many songs as I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any ads either, so.
Uh-huh.
So win-win.
Lovely finishes as well. Yes, she did. She had some beautiful work. Yeah. It's nice when we get new floss tubers pop up. Uh, 9:15 a.m. for Laura and already 23 degrees Celsius. That's nice. It's just about right, that. I could go for that. Wouldn't you, dear? 23 degrees. You're finding it hot. I think early 20s is about my temperature. Late teens to early 20s, sort of between 18 and 23 is just about nice for me. Although I'd still probably be wearing a cardigan. I'm one of them people that wears a cardigan in any weather. Right, okay, let's take a moment away from She Sleeps and let's see what's on our thread today. Move my light out a little bit. Uh, 23 is okay, but it'll get hotter. Oh, yep, I bet it will. What will be your maximum today, Laura? Do you know? Blimey, we've had a big jump in members, 247 now. Holy moly. You guys must really love the group. Oh, come on. Okay, right, let's see. Oh, Laura. We'll start with you. Hoping to join when you finish work, and here you are indeed. I pulled out my Disney Thomas Kincaid kit. Why aren't you popping up? Come on. There we go. Look at that. Pulled out my Disney Thomas Kincaid kit yesterday. This is all kit fabric and thread. 18 count, 1/1 full cross. And there we go. A bit of Thomas Kincaid to kick things off. And this is the full piece, Beauty and the Beast Falling in Love. 26-degree high. It's not so bad, but I suspect that if you are not, sort of keen on the warm weather. Kay, starting point on the Scotland flag from Vivsters, and she will attach a picture of the start point for the stream below. And it's looking absolutely fantastic, that Kay. Really, really good. And you're an in-hand stitcher. And as of 7 p.m, I am 13.07% complete, says Kay. Total for today so far, 497 stitches and 5,313 overall. I'm hitting some very intense Quaker tiles now with a lot of stitching, which isn't always apparent and you'd think would be easier than the more intricate ones. But that's not the case, as it's easy to lose track of where you are and just continue stitching, forgetting the spaces, resulting in quite a few frog switches and only a few less number of swear words. However, I'm still enjoying every stitch, and that is when I'm not frogging them again, lol. Brilliant. It's looking fantastic though, Kate, it really is. And some of these squares have absolutely beautiful detail in them. So yeah, really good. Okay. And this is the full piece. And we know that Patsy's already done this one, and it's in a number of different guises, isn't it? Different countries and nationalities and stuff. So yeah, lovely. Patsy is still doing the craft room by Heaven and Earth Designs, 2.47%. Do I spy with my little eye a little birdie there, Patsy? I think I do. Yep, 2.47%. Looks like 2 strands, full cross. That cough's a little concerning, Lauren. Need to give up the cigarettes, they're bad for you.
Very funny.
Your mother is very funny.
I know I'm funny. Okay. And Patsy shared a mock-up. Oh. There we go. It's lovely bright colours in this. Okay. Right. Okay, so Karina is working on the Barbarian. Artwork is by Frank Frazetta, chartered by Unconventional X-Stitch, one of 2 projects that she is focusing on this year. And do we have a mock-up? Yes, we do. There we go. Look at that. That background's quite something. It's got a skull in there and a skull there and lots of intricate work by the look of it. But yeah, it's a lovely project. Again, we're getting some different ones, aren't we? This is really nice. Now, Celia wants to brag about her 88-year-old dad. Hi, Celia's dad, if you are watching. He has made at least 40 of these beaded doilies, each of which contains 12,500 beads, and he's still stitching them, although he needs help threading the needle. Look at these. Aren't they just wonderful? So this one looks like a Christmassy theme. And then this one has got the same sort of leaf pattern, but in different colours. How amazing are those? Absolutely stunning. Hey, Alice, listening in as you drive home from work. You're chucking it down in Mansfield. Oh, bless you. Chucking it down here too. Yeah, Celia, tell your dad these are absolutely beautiful. And it's fantastic that at 88 he's still doing it. Cross stitch has no age limit, or any kind of crafting really has no age limit. The only limitation is yourself.
Correct.
Okay, so Natalia is doing Siren of the Sea by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And that is some brilliant fabric there, some gorgeous blue and blurple.
Blurple?
Blurple.
Blurple.
Blue and purple. Blurple. There you go, look. Blurple.
That's blurple.
Blurple.
Purple?
Yeah, blue and purple. Oh, let me show you.
I prefer to say bluey purple.
Yeah,
Sounds
but it's
better.
known as blurple.
It sounds better as bluey purple than purple.
Sarah is working on Arctic Coming to Life by Jan Patrick Crosney. 25 count, 2/1, full cross, 0.54%. It's a great start. And give me a mock-up. Nope. Kay's asking, is that the one with the orca and polar bear? Okay. Right, Leslie. Right. Everybody can ring the bell for Leslie. We have a finish. Whoop, whoop. Nicely done, Leslie. This is beautiful. Artisan Europe Street, smaller size. 64,200 stitches. 22 count, 1/1, I presume full cross. And it's off to the framers after Christmas. But look at that. Isn't that just phenomenal? Really beautiful, Leslie. Yeah. There you go. Everybody's ringing the bell for you. We're ringing the finish bell, just like we would at a cross-stitching retreat. Beautiful work. Absolutely stunning. I can't wait to see what frame you choose for it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, it's just so nice to see these things on this thread. Oh, love it. Okay. Sharon's James Bond has just started on Timothy Dalton's Arms. Pattern is by Thread Geek. So Timothy Dalton is this part, I presume. Loving that needle minder. Cross stitch is my happy place. That's definitely me. Okay. Right, what else have we got in here? Oh, Sharon shared the mock-up. So, yeah, Timothy Dalton there. Roger Moore. Sean Connery. George Lazenby, Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, Timothy, I think that's George Lazenby, Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, and Timothy Dalton. Okay. Hey, Kelly. Just doing a little show. We've had some really lovely stuff so far, including a finish and some beading. Emily can't join this afternoon because she's starting a 5-day stitching retreat, but have fun. And I hope you're going to have a lovely time at the retreat there, Emily. And this, oh my goodness, look at this. This is from Tori. Just reading a bit quick because I'm trying to get back to the stitching. This is the Neon Cat from Etsy. And it's on some 28 count, 1/1, full cross at 55%. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, excuse me. Beautiful. Let's have a look. And so there's the mock-up. Wow. That's amazing, isn't it? A beautiful putty cat. Hey, Lauren. Big thumbs up from Lauren. Lauren likes putty cats. Great stuff there, Tori. Okay. Susan, not much work done on it with holidays and hubby home more, but still working on Amy Stewart's stitching shelf, 1/1 on 25 count, 55,123 stitches and 7.73% done. And are these the ladies? They look like the ladies in Stitches Retreat. Cool. I can see we've got some comments from you guys in the chat. I'll catch up with them in a moment. Joyce is almost completed with another royal row. Plus some onesies, twosies and fusies on the next row to finish the colour of my thread. And we've got needle minders over her eyes. But yeah, get in there, Joyce, with that one. It's looking lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay, what else do we got? Ebony, working on a December goal to get to 70%, currently at 42.47%, Mini Together in Paris by Isabella Thingy. Cop out, Thingy. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Okay, oh. Hold on a second. Didn't want to butcher that name. Okay, right. There's Ebony's post there. Here we go. And look at that. Beautiful work. Oh, you can see that bridge coming in and scenery in the distance. And oh, the people are just popping as well, aren't they? And it's funny. All of a sudden, you just see it popping out. Really nice, that Ebony. Okay. Our lovely Karen, Needlebug. Hope you're doing well, Karen. I know I had a message from you. I did reply. Right, let's have a look. What's on the hoop this week? Says Karen. Adam's stocking 20 count gridded fabric, 1/1 full cross, and God Shed His Grace on 20 count gridded fabric, 1/1 full cross. This one is God Shed His Grace. And I'm wondering if Karen shared the stocking. Let's have a find out. She certainly has. And this is Karen's progress on Adam's stocking. Top down. Great stuff.
I've sold another one of these.
Yay. What else have we got here? Checking it twice. Leanne. Charted by Donna. Imaged by Donna Gausinger. Charted by Haid. 79.91%. Not be long for a finish on this one then. Look at that. Really lovely.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you need to poke a hole in it with a needle?
No, I think I've got it.
Okay.
Actually.
Look at that. Really colourful. Fabulous. Hey, Carla. That's why I did it with a needle first, and you don't stab yourself. Sandra is doing some Christmas stitching. Oh, look at him. Isn't he cute? I find this little fellow is cute, but he's my only full coverage. That's a paper chart, and we'll be glad when he's done. Look at him. It's on a, I don't know how much you can see, but it's actually in a square of white or bright white. We've got some lovely Christmassy needle minders going on as well. Beautiful. That little gnome is gorgeous. Okay. And our lovely Ashley, plugging away on Strength by Jeff Haney and Heaven and Earth Designs, 2/1 tent on 25 count, easy count Lugana. And that more of that dolphin coming in. Great stuff, Ashley. Enid stitching a bit on the JBW Christmas stocking freebie. You can see a tree there already. Brilliant stuff, Enid. Catherine, not a bright pick, but time to move the hoop. Look at our Fergus. Isn't he looking fantastic? I just love the detail there. Really, really nice. Fabulous stuff. Okay. And then the lovely Danny can't make it tonight. Hopes we have a wonderful stream and she will see us on the replay. Just check in, make sure that I haven't missed anyone. Don't think I have. Karen has shared in the group again on her four pictures. Thank you for that, Karen. And of course, if you haven't gone on to my no goal event, so something to aim for, but if you don't want to do it, if you don't do it, that is fine. Do pop a comment on. There's lots of comments. I think that's about all. It's the new stuff this week. So yeah, brilliant. So you're all amazing. Absolutely fabulous. Well done, everybody. You have got some gorgeous projects on the go. And you know what's really nice? It's that, you know, the projects that you're sharing are not always the same. There's some different stuff coming up in there, which is brilliant. Love it. Kath has commented on a post of mine, one of my work colleagues. Oh. Beautiful. Right. Nicely done. Now, next Sunday, I will put up a stream thread, but I'm also going to put up a thread on Saturday. And I'm going to ask you to share, if you've got them up, a photo of your Christmas tree. Okay, let me just catch up on some of these comments. Enid's put out a 4th Flossmas today, so if you are not following Itching for Stitching, go along and have a look. She's opening a Caterpillar cross-stitch advent box and attempting to microwave bacon. One has no correlation with the other. The cat is really beautiful, says Leslie. Yes, they are the Stitches Retreat ladies on the winter shelf of the Stitching Time or Stitching Shelf. Ebony hoping for a finish early next year. Go on, Ebony, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Fabulous Fergus, brilliant work. Poor Kelly spent a frustrating morning trying to make objects out of cross-stitch projects, but has lost the knack, obviously. Oh, you'll get that. You'll get there, Kelly. It'll be fine. Ebony says it's my favourite part of the stream, but very dangerous. Yes. Okay. I'm almost done hand sewing pillar ornaments. Alice loving the Highland cows. Carla, thanks to everyone to like my FFO. Have you posted a picture of it, Carla? I don't think I've seen. Did I miss that? Enid succeeded in her bacon endeavours. Everything is better with bacon, Enid. Nicely done. And yes, Sharon, I agree. Great work, everybody. Right, okay, I'm going to look for that, Carla, because I've not seen it. I've missed it somewhere. Thank you for telling me. Okay. Carla. Oh, you're having an F design one, or? Are you meaning this one, Carla, your astrology cat? Yeah. Stunning, 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 stunning. Looks beautiful. Gorgeous stuff. Right. Okay. Enid also has chicken thighs cooking in the crock pot. Brilliant. Alice was going to put a tree up over the weekend. It looks like it this weekend instead. Ah, bless you. The thread will be open until Sunday night, Alice. If you get it done, pop a 40 on. We can all admire each other's Christmas trees. That could be just as dangerous as admiring each other's work in progresses. Andy's chuckling there, but he knows it's true. I have to run. Have a good night, everyone, says Rosemary. Thank you so much for joining us, Rosemary. It's great to see you, and all being well, see you at the weekend. Yeah, finish bells there for Carla. And yes, the frame looks gorgeous with it. Really, really nice. I love to see these pieces finished. It's gorgeous. Enid, 4 Christmas trees, blimey. We've got 2 in this house because Hannah's got one in her room. A little 3-foot tree. See if I can't get a picture of it.
No point, Lauren, having one of those.
Wouldn't find it. Woody chicken.
Not listening.
Okay.
Tired, Lauren.
I've just got a bit of a cough as well. If I were you, I'd go and get some cough medicine and some paracetamol. Have a good night.
What paracetamol can do for a cough?
Paracetamol, a cough, you normally have some sort of a temperature or a feeling of not being 100%. Paracetamol will help and will settle you for a good night.
Send you to sleep, so says my mother.
And yeah, we'll keep an eye on that cough chicken. It's definitely been a bit more today. Make sure you've got plenty of fluid, plenty to drink.
Yeah.
But no gin. Yeah, lovely work by everybody. Fatal though, that part of the stream. I still love that Halloween piece that Andy put in there on Sunday. What say you, Kelly? As if we need any more enabling, right? I better check the bottle. Yes, massively tempted. No, you'll not miss it at all, Leslie. You know, I shall leave the thread open, and if I get any more added to it, I'll just show them the following weekend. So don't worry about that. Still do your tree picture. Oh, no worries. Do you know what? I'm right looking forward to next year now. I know I shouldn't be wishing time away, but all these new starts I've got coming up, can't wait. It's going to be such a good year next year. We're all going to have a fantastic stitching year. Doesn't matter how much we achieve, but we're all going to have a great stitching year. I've decreed it. What say you, love? Cool. Try to do a tree photo later today. No worries, Kelly. And I'll pop a thread in there on Saturday. And we can then all live vicariously through everybody's Christmas trees.
Grimble trees.
Crimble trees.
Grimble trees.
Is this the modern slang version for Christmas tree?
We said crimble.
Everybody, all teenagers call Christmas crimble.
We said crimble last year. You mean when Andy said it? So you can't say it's just teenage.
It is a teenager thing.
You
We
can't
just
say-
join in that, Lauren, so we're down with the kids.
What you mean, like you saying bunda,
Something like that.
or Andy saying womp,
I don't get womp womp.
or saying skibbity.
One of my mates said something about skibbity, and I was like, what? And she was talking to it in relation to the new toilet that she just had delivered, and I was thinking,
Skibbity toilet.
I was thinking it was something to do with skid somethings.
Well, I mean, just out of pure interest, I did look to see what Skibbity Toilet actually is the other day, and I lasted about 2 seconds.
All right, okay.
So,
Unfortunately, I won't have a tree. I live in a caravan, don't have space. I was meant to stitch one, but run out of time. A bit of green tape on your wall. I saw somebody actually do that. Just use some green tape and they made a tree on the wall. If you really wanted one, yeah, do it. But yeah, you could always stitch one for next year. Because when we're having our Christmas in July, then it's your wintry weather, isn't it, Laura? Sandy's a bar humbug, no Christmas tree. Well, if that's what's right for you, Sandy, that's what's right for you. Given the choice, if I'm quite honest, I probably wouldn't bother either, but the girls seem to like it.
What?
Christmas tree.
Love it.
I'm not over fussed on it.
I would have that Christmas tree up the whole year round and just decorate it for different occasions.
You decorate it according to the seasons, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
like Easter, summer, Halloween.
Yeah, Easter, summer, Halloween, Valentine's,
Yeah,
back to school,
yeah.
not bonfire night, Thanksgiving. Although we don't do Thanksgiving.
We could still do it.
Yeah.
I would have that tree up all year round if I could.
I know somebody who had their Christmas ceiling decorations up all year round. Do you remember those Christmas ceiling decorations that were like sort of just like swags of tinsel stuff that went across and like a big tinsel star that hung down? I know somebody that had those up all year round. I remember as a child, my parents having those, you know, corner to corner in the ceiling, and they all came to meet in the middle under the light fitting and so on and so forth. And oh my God, the fuss when it come around to putting them up every year. They'd have to get the ladders out of the garage, and then my mum and him were putting them up, and it was no to the left, no that way, and you could guarantee that half a dozen times, because ours were always put up with blue tack, half a dozen times the blue tack would unstick itself and come into the room and there'd be a tinsel garland on the floor, and oh. Oh God, yeah, my nana had them up every year, fall all over the place, pinned up with drawing pins, yes. Someone I know says Alice has a Knott's Forest tree on his wall and he hangs lights and baubles from that. And there's always a bit of tinsel around the picture frames, or always was when I was a kid. And whenever I went to my grandma and granddad's, my granddad was a little bit cheeky. And he used to have balloons. He used to have balloons, and there used to be 3 balloons, and 1 long and 2 round. And he always used to make them like that. He thought it was funny. He thought it was original. Because we didn't realise where it was until we were much older. But there you go. We used to get a real tree around hubby's birthday on the 12th. Then we set it up a few days later, but the fake one has been up a few days already. Cool. Oh, that was Christmas with a few homemade paper chains as well, said Sharon. Yeah. And I mean, these things like the big door bows are a kind of a recent thing, but we might have a wreath on the door. And at the bottom of the hearth, there was always some tinsel and some lights sort of round it as well to make it look glittery and Christmassy. And there'd be going up the banister rail upon the stairs, there'd always be tinsel wrapped around that as well. Yes, oh my, indeed. Those grandparents were the same grandparents that would have a New Year's Eve party. And I can remember being about 12, getting absolutely smashed on New Year's Eve, because they weren't, this was back in the 80s. Nobody bothered if you were young and had a drink. And I remember getting absolutely hammered on snowballs, avocado and lemonade with glassy cherries stuck in it. Oh my God, the amount of snowballs I would drink at my grandma's at Christmas. Whoa. And you know, didn't used to go near my mum. My mum didn't. Well, my mum and dad. We always used to hide from them. But yeah, we used to drink a lot of snowballs. And my granddad used to make elderberry wine. And it was the most vile, revolting thing you've ever had in your life. It really was. It tasted more like vinegar than wine. But it was always out at this party. And the thing is, for New Year, it was my grandma's birthday on the 30th of December. My granddad's on the 31st. So it was like a triple celebration. Oh, my God, though. And there was always pork pies and piccalilli. Potted meat sandwiches, and my mother would make quiche. Happy days, eh? We did even in the early 2000s, says Ebony. Smirnoff ice under the dining table. Nana's parties were always the best and still are. Yeah. Avocado and lemonade. Never heard of that. Yeah. It's called it's a drink that I don't, obviously, if it's not in Canada. It's called a snowball because the lemonade obviously fizzes up the avocado and it does float like a snowball at the top. And baby sham, and brandy and baby sham. Nana's always used to drink brandy and baby sham at New Year. God. That's some blooming memories, I'm telling you. 3074. And where else was there? Cherry Bee. So I had to leave early. Hi, Celia. A friend came for a visit. Well, you may have missed, but we were sharing the thread, and your dad has had some lovely compliments for his work. So you might want to, in a bit, just go back to the thread and maybe share it with him. Those beaded doilies are absolutely wonderful. Those were the days, Christmas parties at your nan's. Did you ever do anything like that, love?
How could I? Because I didn't know my grandparents.
Oh.
You didn't know your grandparents?
No, they'd all died before I
Yeah, but did you go to Christmas parties and drink under the table kind of thing? Please say yes.
Not really, no.
Oh. Leslie, sorry, Nicola, having to leave. Enjoy the rest of the stream. We'll catch up later. No worries at all, Leslie. And congratulations again on your beautiful finish. Looking forward to seeing that one framed up in the new year. Andy will have to do that this year to make up for it.
No, I will not.
Oh, come on, it'd be hilarious.
Maybe I should buy a bottle of Warnings, some avocado.
Do you want me to see Boxing Day?
You have to eat quiche and pork pie under the table. And drink not avocado, drink snowballs with extra glassy cherries in them.
Yeah, okay.
And have balloons, have tinsel around the pictures and balloons that are shaped like a...
What?
You keep quiet.
Like a what?
Never you mind.
I'll tell you in a bit.
All right.
There you were.
Yep, you've got to hide under the table, said Ebony. That is a must. Agree, Ebony. He does have to hide under the table. And Kelly wants to see photos, right?
God, is this a challenge?
Yep.
What? What challenge?
Andy
You
drinking
mind?
snowballs. Do you know what? I think we should do it. We should we should get a photograph with all of these, with some of these elements in it, without the drunkenness, obviously, because you won't want to be drunk. But you can have a drink, can't you?
It's Christmas. Everyone has a drink.
Yeah.
Even you're having one, Mrs.
Am I?
Yes, it's Christmas. Don't care about your weight loss on Christmas Day. Thank you very much.
It's Christmas.
I'm going to tell Larry I want balloons as part of our tradition. Yeah, well, what you should do is you get 2 round ones and 1 long one, and then you twist tie them together. Do you get it now, Lauren?
Didn't take much, did it? Didn't take much.
Or just Andy hiding under the table, says Sharon. I've done plenty of shameless things in my time, says Kelly. It's all good, Andy. Yep.
You don't mind that, the gutter over there.
Lauren's just found out about the balloons. You watch, next time she goes to town now, she'll be coming home with a packet of balloons.
I might actually that. You tempted me.
Oh dear.
People are going to expect this now.
Some of the stuff that we used to get up to, though, as younger, you know, in our younger selves, was just ridiculous. My grandma and granddad, they'd let us get away with it. They would absolutely let us get away with it because they had, let's see, 6, 10, 13, 14, 15. They had 15 grandchildren with 4 sets of parents. So in one little 2-bed terraced house for this Christmas party, there would be 10 adults and 15 children. So plus some of the children might bring a partner because they were, you know, I mean, my cousin Jeanette is 15 years older than me.
Right.
She's the oldest one. So, you know, if I were 12, then our Jeanette would have been in her mid-20s.
Yeah.
So potentially she would have, you know, brought a partner, you know, kind of thing. So if you can imagine, in a little tiny 2-bed terraced house, and my grandma would you know, and my mum would do sort of catering for it, and there'd be sandwiches and quiche and pork pie and all the rest. Nothing healthy. There'd be no salad or vegetables or anything like that. My granddad did have his own made pickled onions and his own made pickle lily and his own made pickled beetroot because he grew vegetables on his allotment, and his elderberry wine, and then the avocado would come out. My grandma would always end up singing. Yeah, one of my aunties would end up crying because Elvis is dead. Yeah. She'd end up crying because Elvis is dead. Now, bearing in mind, this is in the mid-80s and Elvis died in what, 1977? And she still wasn't over it in the mid-80s. And there'd always be a fight. Always.
Always.
Yeah.
How bad did it get?
Well, usually my granddad would be the instigator because he'd have had a few drinks by then. And then my grandma would go to bed, and then all of a sudden, boom, party over.
Speaking of fights,
Funny.
The other day, one of my mates were talking about a fight that happened at ice hockey. I think it was on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard about it, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
So basically, there
in the crowds, walking about during play.
There were some people who didn't come regularly.
Mhm.
They kept standing up and sitting down during the game. So
Yeah.
someone behind them would just come regularly, asked them to stop doing it,
And Shosek did nothing about it.
and they started punching him.
Yeah.
And all that apparently. And none of the security guards stepped in apart from
Exactly. Shosek did nothing.
one. And apparently a lady got pushed.
She got pushed downstairs and had a serious head injury. Yeah, we know.
Apparently, she said the next day that she was okay.
Yeah. You had 5 a day with pickles and what definite. We were pickled and all. I remember my auntie's swing of the curtains. My nana's curtain pole has been crooked ever since. Oh, my days. I tell you what, us British people, when we have a few drinks at Christmas, it gets wild. It absolutely gets wild.
British people when they have a few drinks non-stop.
It gets wild. Oh dear.
Oh, it's amazing what people notice.
What?
I just had a comment on today's video saying, "Did you mop up a squirrel during the intro?" Yes, I did, because I couldn't miss it.
Did you do what?
In the intro of today's video, you know how it's always a driving shot? I
Yeah.
run over a squirrel.
Oh.
I couldn't miss it. I couldn't miss it. And someone's noticed it.
Was it? Here's the main thing. Was it an alive one that you ran over?
Yeah.
Or no, it's a dead one?
Yes, it was alive.
Oh my days, Kelly. I drank a whole bottle of cheap bubbly myself one year in 1991 maybe and sang 6 white boomers out of my boyfriend's, now hubby's, car window to try to avoid throwing up as he was driving me home. My other granddad, he was widowed for a number of years. From 1981 he was widowed, and he would come and spend some of Christmas at our house when I was a kid. And about 2 miles away was his favourite pub. Now, that granddad was in his 70s, and he did a lot of cycling, 60s or 70s, and he did a lot of cycling. And this one New Year's, there'd been a little dusting of snow on the ground, and for some reason I wasn't at home when Grandad arrived, but we were driving home, and where we lived was down a lane, and there were only 4 houses on this road. It wasn't a through road, so you'd only go down this road if you were going to one of the houses.
Close to the lock.
And I was going home, and the person who was driving the car said, "Oh, your granddad's at your house already." And I went, "How can you tell?" Well, as we're driving up this road, we can see this path, this bike wheels, and they were like this. So my granddad had gone like 10 times the length of the road because he were like swerving left and right, you know, because he'd had a few scoops in the pub before he'd come to our house. I remember that, seeing my granddad's bike tracks in the snow. Oh. And he'd only ever do that if he were coming to our house. He'd only ever have a drink if he were coming to our house. If he were going to my Auntie Susan's, he wouldn't, because my Auntie Susan didn't like it and made it clear. Funny. Oh dear. Had a few good nights out when I was younger. Me and my mum and my sister, when we were all, well, certainly when me and my sister were old enough, we all used to go out together on a Friday night. And we used to live, I said, down this road, and it was a no through road. And we used to have to have and get a taxi home because it was quite a long way from anywhere. It was about a good half a mile to a mile away from anywhere. So we'd get this taxi home. And my mother always insisted that when the taxi pulled up at our house, that the driver was to stop and put his full beam on. Then she'd go around to the front and she'd show a bloody stocking top to the driver. Great memories, everyone. Have to do some work now. No worries, Kelly. Thank you very much for popping in. It's been great to have you. And, you know, my mum would always have had a few scoops by the time that she were doing that. Hey, Laurie. How you doing this evening? Oh, my days. Funny. Is it funny, little things that you remember? I can remember first, sorry, I'm late zooming, ladies, say hi. Say hi back from me, Laurie. I can remember one of the best Christmases I ever had was when I got a Walkman. Love having my Walkman. Yeah, I always had a love of music, always. Yeah, I got it from my dad. My dad was a very big music guy. He used to love music. And this one Christmas we got a Walkman. Oh, I was so excited. We also had one of those things that was like, it was like headphones, but they were big, and you had a an aerial, and you could tune the radio in. It was brilliant. Walk around with this aerial sticking up. Gotta remember that. Excuse me. Of course, I mean, we have our own Christmas traditions now, and you know, we're not party animals, but you know, we'll have a drink at Christmas. It's the only time of the year that I do have a drink these days, isn't it, love?
Mm.
I think I've reached a time in my life where I'd soon have a nice cup of coffee. There's 300 stitches in this. I'm running about 170-ish stitches a day. And according to Stitch Palette, doing that rate, it'll be done in August next year. But by using active days, it tells me February. So, yeah, looking forward to that. She isn't she, Laurie? I was saying earlier on about the max colour for this one really does lend itself well because it gives it the beautiful colouring and the realism, particularly on things like the berries. Oh, bless you, chicken. Did that hurt? Anybody doing Whamageddon this year? And if you don't know what Whamageddon is, I'll tell you. I'm still in 4 days. It's doing well.
But we all know that at some point you are going to lose Whamageddon in a shop.
I'm sure I will lose Whamageddon in a shop, but you know, I'm going to try not to.
It happens every year.
Okay, so Whamageddon. Right, you've all heard the Wham song Last Christmas. So on the 1st of December, Whamageddon starts. If you hear, you're right, chicken. If you hear Last Christmas, you're out. And currently I am 4 days into December and I haven't heard Last Christmas, so I'm still in. I actually got all the way to Christmas Eve one year.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't go very many places in that December, to be fair, and when I did, I had my headphones on, listening to my music. So, yeah, Whamageddon, it's a thing. And a couple of years ago, I actually was out on like the 2nd of January, 2nd of December or something silly like that. Night, chicken.
Bye.
So, I am still in Whamageddon. They tried to get me, didn't they, on Saturday?
They didn't.
It wasn't the 1st of December. You can hear it before. It's fine. It's December.
So, I've just seen the BBC One Christmas Day schedule. Are you listening to this?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Right, starting at 3 o'clock with the King himself. At 10 past, it's the weakest link.
Where are they digging that up
I
from?
don't know. At 5 to 4, it's Strictly.
Oh, crap.
10 past 5, it's Doctor Who.
Right.
10 past 6, it's Wallace and Gromit.
Which one?
I don't know, it doesn't say. 25 past 7, it's EastEnders. 5 to 8, it's Call the Midwife. 9 o'clock, it's Gavin and Stacey, the finale. 10:30, it's EastEnders again. And at 11 o'clock, Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Well, I don't think there's anything on there that I'd watch.
Doctor Who.
Not been watching it for a long time,
I bet Lauren's going to be watching that.
I'm sure. Okay, you're still in but never leave the house. If you hear it on an advert or anything like that, you're out. You never know. Oh, there's a new Wallace and Gromit. How is that proper Christmas telly? Good question, Alice.
Well, apparently that's it. That is what's on from 3 o'clock on BBC One. Now, there's only one thing out of that lot which I definitely will be watching, and that's the Gavin and Stacey finale.
I shan't. I shall stitch.
If you've not fallen asleep from all the wine you'd be drinking.
I don't do Gavin and Stacey.
Nikki, you are proper missing out.
So you keep telling me.
You are missing out.
Right. Ashes about the Doctor and Mrs. Brown's Boys. Sharon got to watch Gavin and Stacey. Other than Call the Midwife, I'll not be watching BBC at Christmas, says Kay. Don't watch that either. Sharon says, bet we won't find out what happened on the fishing trip.
Well, it has been teased that they will tell us finally.
I don't even know.
Okay.
I think there's an ITV Christmas schedule out. Have a look and see if you can see that.
Nikki, to put that fishing trip comment in context, just so you can understand what it means. Throughout virtually the entire Gavin and Stacey series that's been up to now, right? There's been like a thing in the background, a fishing trip between Uncle Bryn and Jason, who's his nephew, right? Something happened on said fishing trip, and nobody knows what it is.
Oh,
There have been times when it's almost come out. We know it was something to do with the weather, because there was one episode where Bryn said it was freezing cold. But that's about all we know.
So it's a bit of a mystery, like the lift in the Big Bang Theory, why it's
Yes.
out of order.
Oh, no, that's not a mystery. We know why the lift's out of order in Big Bang Theory.
Oh, well, I don't, but that's me
It was
because I
all to
don't
do
watch
with
it.
it was all to do with being blown up by. Was it Leonard who blew it up? No, well, it was Leonard's fault it got blew up, but it was Sheldon who actually did it.
We're huge Whovians in my house, says Ashley. Have to find Christmas specials and watch them for Christmas. And then Yvonne says Gavin and Stacey and Wallace and Gromit, thumbs up. Can you see the ITV one?
Hang on, I've just got to find it yet, so I've been talking about that. It's probably going to be nowhere near as interesting as the.
Do you think the BBC is interesting?
No, but let's have a look. ITV Christmas Day schedule. There we go. ITV confirms Christmas series. Right. What we got? It'd be better if I could actually see it. Well, I found a website that will show me it, but I can't actually see it.
Oh.
Oh, hang on.
Has the fog cleared?
I believe it has. There we are. Right. Okay. So ITV's Christmas Day schedule. I I think we'll do this from. It starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I think we'll do it from 3, like the
whole beeb, because
yes.
between 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, we're all going to be stuffing our faces, aren't we?
Okay,
and then
so,
we'll be playing Frustration after Christmas dinner.
At 3 o'clock, it's the same as the BBC. It's The King, right?
The King, right?
Right. 3:10, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Absolutely classic film. Brilliant film. Love that one. 5:25, Bullseye Christmas Special.
Where have they dug that up from?
It'll be a new one. It'll not be.
My days!
It'll not be Jim Bowen and Tony Green. It'll be.
Well,
it'll be.
No, because at least one of them is dead, isn't it?
Both dead.
Oh, they're both dead.
Yeah, they're both dead. It's Freddie Flintoff who was supposed to be presenting it.
Go on.
Anyway, the news at 6:20. Who's watching the news on Christmas Day? Seriously. 6:30, Emmerdale. 7 o'clock, Coronation Street. And 8 o'clock, The Chase, Celebrity Christmas Special.
That could be worth a watch.
Depends who the celebrities are.
In that sad that out of the two main channels, and you've got what? 16 hours of programming probably between the two.
Yeah.
I would watch The Chase.
I guess. Nothing wrong with Home Alone 2 though. Classic film, that. And it is a Christmas film, unlike Die Hard.
Sharon, I wrapped up celebration sweets for everyone at Christmas last year. Everyone got it except the oldies. Alice Butler, Alice says, well, apart from Home Alone, nothing good there. Well, I said I'd watch The Chase. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Andy. It does depend on who the chaser is and who the blooming contestants are.
I reckon, you know, to make the chase more interesting, you've always got 4 contestants, haven't you? Right? Mm-hmm. I reckon that each contestant should face a different chaser instead of it being the same one. So, like the first one plays against Sean, second one against Paul, third one against Anne, and fourth one against Mark. And then they get to pick which one they have in the final if they make it. Mm-hmm. That would make it so much better.
Sharon says that these tennis celebrations is a Gavin and Stacey joke. You'll get that more than I would, I think.
I didn't get that.
Sweets for everyone at Christmas last year.
Yes, I do get that.
The chase is only good if Bradley can't stop laughing. Ah, yes, the old clips there on YouTube.
You mean the likes of...
what do they call handicap in German?
Dick Tingler.
And Fanny
Schmeller.
Fanny Schmeller, yeah. When he can't stop laughing. Classics.
Yeah, dear.
And did I tell you guys me and Andy were up in a quiz both with and against the Beast?
Indeed. We have met Mark Labette.
He's a lovely guy.
He's a big bloke.
But he's lovely.
When Bradley calls him the man out of the maths, he's not blooming kidding. You see, he used to live in Rotherham.
He still does.
Does he still?
Yeah, he lives not far from Julie.
Oh, is he still on Margate Road?
Yes.
I thought he moved.
I think he's still living up there.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, last we knew, we were nicking all of her Hotel Chocolat chocolates.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Told me I gave some good answers.
You did. You did. You did give some good answers.
I did apply to go on the chase, but I guess I'm not interesting enough. I might try again after I've had all my work done. If you guys aren't, some of you guys, obviously, that are not in the UK, if you're not familiar with Bradley Walsh and his chase shenanigans, I'll get Andy to pop a link in the group, seeing as he's on his phone.
What do you want me to do? Just find a random video from the chase and
the Bradley Walsh when he can't stop laughing.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'll find that one, right. I think it's probably done the rounds, like,
and caption it something like as we talked about on the live stream.
Hang on. Right, I found the video. I was going to share it.
Uh-huh.
Give me a sec. Okay.
Proper funny. Nope, there's already a stitch there. Why am I trying to stitch it again?
I don't know. Well, you tell me.
Nutty.
Oh, hang on. Wrong group. I'm going into mine there.
Don't miss a stitch either.
Yeah. Right, there you go. It's in the group.
Right, okay. We're only going to be a few more minutes in any case on this live, so if you want fancy a good laugh, have a look at Andy's video that he's just shared in the group. Really funny. Almost as funny as Peter Kay's misheard song lyrics. Pork pie, pork pie. That's pledged money, me. Total for the days at the end of the stream, 685 stitches. Brilliant. Also look for the one where question involves an animal, King Charles wedding to Diana. And we'll have to have a look for that.
What was that?
Also, Laura says, hold on. What have I done here? Oh, 2 seconds, love. Laura says, also look for the one where the question involves an animal, King Charles wedding to Diana. I saw Peter Kay a couple of weeks ago. He's brilliant. Did a lot of jokes about song lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
There's a misheard song lyrics clip of his on YouTube, and it's so funny. We just watch it randomly every so often because it's so funny. Do these couple of stitches and then we will call it a night, and I'll tell you how many I've done. Oh, that was good. You off up?
I am.
All right.
So
I'll see you shortly when I've got to my next naughty goal.
okay.
Not goal, should I say?
Yes. Okay. Bye, everybody. Be good.
Wow. You're all going to be terribly naughty now. Now your cat's away. Hey, cheeky. Right, that is 329 stitches done. So that is me done for tonight, ladies. So thank you all very much for joining. Thank you for your wonderful engagements, comments, pictures, sharing, all that good stuff. Shall we do it all again on Sunday? I fancy that. See you on Sunday evening, 7:30 UK time. And let's do it all again. Right, you take care, everyone. Bye for now.